Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel, I hope. Everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Reunited, and it feels so good. 8 reasons I think the Golden Bachelorette stars Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple finally worked through their family drama. The Golden Bachelorette's Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple struggled to try to blend their families, but I think they finally worked through their issues. Since getting engaged, Joan and Chock have been working on building a life together, but they may be struggling to blend their large families. 62-year-old Joan has 4 adult children, and 60-year-old Chock has 2. They were both very committed to blending their families, but they discovered that it was more challenging than expected. Getting engaged later in life is exciting, but it presents its own unique challenges, and bringing families together is definitely an issue. Before appearing on the Golden Bachelorette Season 1, Joan and Chock had both already led full lives. Joan was married to John Vassos for 32 years, and they had 4 children together before he died in 2021. Their children are all adults now, and Joan even has 3 grandchildren. Chock was married to Heather Chapple for 12 years, and they had 2 children together before they divorced. Chock has 2 grown-up children of his own. From the moment they got engaged, Joan and Chock talked about wanting to bring their families together, and I think they finally made progress. It wasn't always clear if all of Joan and Chock's children were supportive of the relationship. It's understandable that their children would be concerned about their parents getting so serious so quickly with a stranger. I always have to remind people that Joan and Chock met in June 2024, which wasn't that long ago. During the Golden Bachelorette Season 1 finale, some of Joan's children flew to Tahiti to meet Chock. During their meeting, they told him that they didn't want him to try to replace their father. Chock assured them that he had no intention of trying to replace John, and that he actually wanted to honor him. I think his response went a long way to mollifying their fears. Joan and John had 4 children together. According to Life and Style, Joan's oldest, Nicholas, lives with his fiancée, Brooke. Her daughter, Allison, lives in Maryland with her husband, Noah, and their 2 children. Her other daughter, Erica, is a 3rd-grade teacher and is married with a child. Her youngest, Luke, works for an IT company. Long before joining the cast of the Golden Bachelorette Season 1, Chock and his ex-wife, Heather, had 2 children, Taylor and Tyler Chapple. Joan posted a video to Instagram announcing that Chock and his children had traveled to Maryland to spend Thanksgiving with Joan and her family. Joan and Chock are eager to start their lives together, which includes bringing together their children. This was the first time they could all spend time together without the Bachelor cameras, and I think it went well for the couple. Thanksgiving went well enough that Joan and Chock's families got together for Christmas just a few weeks later. Joan and Chock posted photos of the happy family on Instagram. Whatever family problems they may have had, they genuinely appear to be happy as they hang out in their Christmas pajamas together. Since leaving the Golden Bachelorette Season 1 as a couple, Joan and Chock have been determined to be one big happy family, and I really think the holidays were a great start for the Vassos Chapple gang. Though Joan and Chock's first family holiday gatherings went well, Joan went on to make some comments about their families that raised eyebrows. Joan posted a clip on Instagram of her and Chock discussing their relationship. During the clip, they talk about bringing their families together, which Joan admits has been a little harder right now. Joan and Chock didn't get into details, but it's great that they're being so transparent about their relationship. I strongly believe that their transparency and commitment will help see them through any problems, including family drama. Since leaving the show, Joan and Chock have shared their relationship milestones on social media, and fans have flocked to the newly engaged couple. Before joining the cast of The Golden Bachelor and The Golden Bachelorette, Joan was a private school administrator and Chock was an insurance executive. Since leaving the show, they've also been growing their social media followings as they become lifestyle influencers. Currently, Joan has 188K Instagram followers, and Chock has 80K followers. After getting engaged, Joan and Chock were focused on blending their families, but lately, that objective has seemed to be put on the back burner. The Golden Bachelorette couple appear to have switched focus to their own relationship. I'm convinced that this means they've worked through their family challenges and can now focus on each other. Joan and Chock were recently interviewed on the Call It What It Is podcast, where the newly engaged couple discussed a wide array of subjects, including finances. They talked about their time on the Golden Bachelorette Season 1, but they also discussed their plans for the future. They were asked directly about signing a prenuptial agreement, and Joan and Chock confessed that they discussed their finances regularly. Though talking about money may make some people uncomfortable, I think the fact that Joan and Chock are willing to do it anyway is probably comforting to their worried children. Joan and Chock are in their 60s, and though they enjoy successful careers, they are closer to the end of their working years than they are to the beginning. They need to protect their financial futures because they can't work forever. They've already said that they're both keeping their homes, but they're shopping for a home to live in together. Joan and Chock have been apartment hunting in New York City, where property is pricey. Buying a third property in a pricey location without selling either of their homes seems financially risky for the Golden Bachelorette Season 1 stars. After discovering their shared love of the big city, the Golden Bachelorette Season 1 couple decided to find a place in NYC. The plan was to keep their homes and meet up in the city, where their children could join them. In November 2024, Joan and Chock posted an NYC apartment update on Instagram. They discussed the apartments they saw, and Chock said they expected to find a place by the end of 2024. Though that didn't happen, Joan and Chock are still looking, which I don't think they'd be doing if they hadn't worked through family concerns. In the midst of their busy lives, the Golden Bachelorette Season 1 couple recently made the time to get away. Joan and Chock went on a romantic getaway to Cancun and posted the photos on Instagram. They look so happy together in all the photos, which I think means their children must be firmly on board now. I don't think they'd be so relaxed if they were still struggling. The Golden Bachelorette Season 1 couple were recently interviewed on the Dear Shandy podcast, and a clip was posted on Instagram. In the highly illustrative clip, Joan and Chock mildly disagree about throw pillows, while Chock prefers a throw pillow-free environment. Joan wants as many throw pillows as possible. In the clip, they even talked about getting pillows for Chock's son, which implies the relationship has progressed nicely. At this rate, fans will get another Golden Bachelor wedding, and it won't end as badly as last time. Reunited, and it feels so good. 8 reasons I think the Golden Bachelorette stars Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple finally worked through their family drama. Love is never simple, and when it comes to Bachelor Nation's favorite golden couple, Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple, things have been downright complicated. From tearful exits to unresolved family tensions, their journey has been a roller coaster of emotions. But against all odds, it seems these two lovebirds have finally found their way back to each other. Here's why I believe Joan and Chock have worked through their family drama and are giving love another chance. 1. Joan's kids have given their blessing. One of the biggest hurdles in Joan and Chock's relationship was Joan's commitment to her family. She left the Golden Bachelorette early to care for her daughter, putting love on hold. However, recent whispers suggest that her children have now encouraged her to prioritize her happiness. With their blessing, Joan no longer has to choose between love and family. She can have both. 2. Chock has proved his dedication when Joan left the show. Many wondered if Chock would move on, but rather than chasing new love, he remained steadfast in his feelings. Whether it was his subtle social media hints or the way he continued to speak highly of Joan in interviews, Chock never truly let go. His unwavering patience has likely shown Joan that he is in this for the long haul.